I think as soon as we walked into the room, we just can sense that it's not good. My name's Jo Banner. I'm 51. I live in Horsham in West Sussex with my husband and 2 teenage boys. 2023 was a really important year for me because I was going to turn 50. I was going to run the London Marathon. We were going on a family ski trip for the first time. I was having a big party for my 50th birthday, so everything was looking really good. Midway through 2023, I was experiencing terrible sleep, sort of what I would call irrational anxiety. Everybody my age, women, are all talking about, oh, it's the perimenopause. So I have a call with my GP, and as a side comment, I mentioned I have a small amount of bleeding every day. She said, okay, before we start the HRT, I think we need to investigate. He says there is a cancerous tumour in the lining of my womb, but the good news is that it's low grade. What he's going to do is a full hysterectomy that will get rid of it. My husband and I are in the car on the way to get feedback after the hysterectomy. I say to my husband, I think it's going to be all right, don't you? And he sort of went, And I said, well, what do you mean, So we go and see the consultant. He says that unfortunately, when they did the hysterectomy, they found cancer in one of the lymph nodes. It's stage 3, and we need to do some treatment quite quickly. I actually found out about Perci Health through a friend. So I was lucky enough to have a conversation with the Perci Health nurse that I was allocated 2 weeks before I started the treatment, which was brilliant. And I just found she was very reassuring. I could ask her any questions about the treatment that I was about to have. We discussed what would be useful, and she'd sent me some links to some of the professionals available on the Perci Health system that she thought would be beneficial for me. One of them was a dietitian who was excellent. My nurse also recommended a mindfulness coach. She was actually really, really helpful as well. I would have assumed that chemotherapy was kind of worse than radiotherapy. Actually, it was horrendous. I was able to ask my Perci Health nurse questions, and I think it was just having that specialist knowledge at my fingertips that really helped. And also they've got so much experience that they can offer you suggestions that will help you to get through the treatment. When you're off the conveyor belt of treatment, it hits you the enormity of what has happened to you in the last 6 months. Somehow you feel not quite so alone when somebody tells you that it's okay to feel like this is normal. It was good to speak to people who were kind of totally independent from my friends and family, but like speaking to a friend. It just teaches you that, well, what does really matter in life? And, what matters is spending time with friends and family. It's good to take some time for yourself.